Hello and welcome to the first official podcast right here at First National Action Realty Ipswich's headquarters. Today we're going to talk about a few topics that are on the lips of most buyers and sellers throughout Australia. And we're going to talk about the current hot market that we're in, what's fueling this amazing market, and also, do we think that it's sustainable? So let's have a talk about what a hot market actually is. We hear the term all the time, but what are we actually talking about? So what we're talking about is a market where buyers outweigh the properties that are currently available. So a supply and demand, basically. That's exactly what we're experiencing at the moment. So we have a lack of quality properties on the market currently for sale, but we have a large amount of buyers out there actively looking. So when a property does come onto the market, it's snapped up quite quickly. What we're seeing is quality properties come up for sale, and within probably 28 to 48 hours, we're seeing multiple offers being placed on that property, and in most cases, the prices that we're achieving are exceeding the expectations of our sellers. What do the buyers think about this? Well, the buyers are pretty smart and switched on, and they know that properties are in demand, so they're happy to pay the money currently, and we're also picking that maybe prices may keep rising as well. So also in the background, I guess, of what's happening at the moment with this hot market is people are wondering, is it a good time to sell still? Which is an interesting question. Yes, it is a great time to sell, but if you're selling and buying in this market, it's all relative. So as the market rises on the property you're selling, it's also going to rise on the property that you're buying. So why not take the plunge and do it all right now? So what's actually fueling this hot property market at the moment? And this is quite interesting when you look at it, because at the moment we have quite a few different sources of buyers entering the market, which is what's flooded the market with buyers. First of all, we've got interstate people moving up from the southern states to Queensland for a few reasons. I'm guessing COVID could definitely be one of those reasons, but I think also probably job changes and working environments changing have indicated with a lot of buyers that they will be wanting to move up to our state, which is awesome. And then we've got our Brisbane buyers. Now, these are previously people that have looked at Ipswich as a viable option to buy, but have maybe been a little bit concerned about the commute back to Brisbane for work. Now, COVID's actually fixed that problem for a lot of people from Brisbane, as now they can work from home for up to 3 days a week, and it looks like these companies that employ these people are going to keep that as a regular arrangement, hence solving the whole commute problem to Brisbane, and then creating an influx of buyers coming in from Brisbane and buying our beautiful homes in Ipswich for a fraction of what they'd pay for a property in Brisbane. Now, my third source of buyers, these are people that possibly would never have been able to enter the market before. They're people that have been able to save their deposit up. They're also people that may have withdrawn money out of super last year when they were able to during COVID, pop that in the bank, and now banks are recognizing that as a recognized savings. Now, they're also taking advantage of these all-time low interest rates and snapping up properties left, right and centre. So you've got three different sources of buyers coming into the Ipswich market, which has created an extra flurry around our properties. So we've talked about how amazing our market is. We've also talked about where our buyers are coming from and a little bit about why the market's so good. But the million-dollar question that everyone around Australia wants to know is, will this great market continue? It's a very interesting question, and I don't think anybody has the exact answer. But I'm going to give you my opinion. It's based on 16 years experience and a lot of research at the moment from other top agents from out the country, brokers, valuers, and people in the know. I honestly think this great market will continue for the next 12 to 18 months. One of the big things that's fueling it right at the moment is we've established the lack of properties on the market. I don't think that's going to change. People that previously would have travelled and spent extra money, maybe surplus money, on something different, have now got all that extra cash, and they've decided to stay in their homes and renovate and expand. It's pretty interesting. I mean, all you got to do is go down to Bunnings on a weekend. You'll see exactly how much money is getting spent at the moment on renovations. It's huge. So, as this continues, as people continue to stay in their homes, not list them, all the buyers wanting to buy, I think we have a recipe for a great market for the next 12 to 18 months. Should you buy now? Absolutely. If you're wanting a home, you're in a position to do so, I would snap that property up right now, because I think you're going to get some equity and some growth over the next 12 to 18 months. If you're a seller, like I said before, if you're selling for a particular reason and you're going to rebuy, you may as well do it, because now's the time. Obviously, if you're selling a $700,000 property and you're downsizing, then that's a great opportunity for you at the moment to seize that property before the prices rise, but it is all relative. So, talking about Ipswich, we know we all love it. It's the place to be. Everyone's coming here in droves. The market's great. Why not take advantage and buy your beautiful new home here and enjoy this awesome city?